And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Hello again, everyone, and thanks for joining us for Thursday's edition of Alaska Weather. Up first, satellite imagery here. Not much going on out over the Bering Sea. Some northerly flow here and colder air coming down with showers over the eastern Bering and just grazing the coastal areas there, kind of picking up more moisture as it moves into the Bristol Bay area and Bering Sea side of the Alaska Peninsula. A couple of bands out here to the west with, but nothing too organized out there. And then we had here low pressure pulling back to the northwest here as that front moved across the Panhandle that brought the heavy wind and rain in last night, moving into Canada and breaking up, and that leaving diminishing winds, a lot of shower activity in areas of rain for the Panhandle. Moisture moving westward here with the low center, bringing some rain in across south central Alaska. Snow as it hits the Alaska Range there, and some light snow into the Kuskokwim Valley, and scattered areas of light snow here from the central interior all the way up to the Arctic coast. And forecast for tonight, low pressure here becomes rather stationary, at least overnight tonight, before it starts to drop southward toward Kodiak Island tomorrow. But for tonight, it'll be about in this position just south of the Kenai Peninsula. That will produce rain and showers with southerly flow there coming off the Gulf into the Panhandle, and a wet pattern continues, but the rainfall amounts won't be that heavy. It'll be a little more showery as you head south there over the Panhandle with lighter wind conditions. Otherwise, mostly dry over the interior. Areas of light snow here for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast across the North Slope and into the Chukchi Sea. Northerly winds, chilly temperatures continue to produce areas of light snow and light snow showers here from the western Seward Peninsula, Bering Strait area down across the coastal areas of the Yukon and Kuskokwim Delta, Nunivak Island, into the Alaska Peninsula. Still looking at winds after gusting 45 to 50 miles per hour today. Still pretty windy tonight with wind speeds, at least this evening, at that speed, and then starting to slowly diminish, especially over the eastern Aleutians. Much lighter winds moving into the Pribilof Islands with dry conditions there. And out to the west, just a couple of weak troughs with some rain or snow showers for Adak and Atka, and out toward Komodorsky Island, Shimi and Attu. For tomorrow, this area of light snow kind of moves inland with some light snow showers or flurries extending from, again, the Alaska Peninsula. Still be breezy, but winds continue to diminish, and even lighter winds the farther north you go with some light snow through the Bering Strait, western Seward Peninsula, and western Arctic coast. And this low here in the Gulf sliding southward there, just east of Kodiak. Close enough, though, to keep some light rain and showers going for the eastern part of Kodiak Island. And the trough up in this area keeps shower chances over the Kenai Peninsula, Prince William Sound area, maybe some flurries here over the southern interior, and then dry over the north central part of the state. And still some light snow at the trough there, swinging eastward across the eastern Beaufort Sea coast. And those winds could kick up a little bit out of the west, producing maybe a little bit of blowing snow, but nothing too serious. Another trough here keeps it unsettled and showery over the southeast coast, but winds pretty light. And then for the forecast for Saturday, kind of a quiet weather pattern setting up now, really no big storms. The strongest low here, well south over the southern Gulf of Alaska and staying down in that area with the jet stream. Still some scattered showers though lingering over the Panhandle, all in a diminishing mode. Isolated showers here for the extreme coastal areas of the North Gulf Coast. Could be a dry day for Prince William Sound. Chance of some showers for the southern Kenai Peninsula. Then a trough right through here brings a chance of light snow from the northern Susitna Valley or the northwestern valley there, all the way up into the Kobuk Valley, southern slopes of the Brooks Range. And again, still some flurry chances there for the Arctic coast, a little more extensive here on the western Arctic coast down to the northern Seward Peninsula. And several weak troughs here bring some shower activity all across the Aleutians and northward there into the Bering Sea, but not a bad day for the first day of the weekend here for the southwest coast into Bristol Bay. Light winds and maybe some clearing there. Same thing for Kodiak Island. And for Sunday, fair weather here over the interior. A weak trough here brings some shower chances into the southwest coast all the way down to the Alaska Peninsula. A little bit more active front now, but still not all that strong. 1,006 millibars in this low down here that'll affect the east central Aleutians with some rain as it moves eastward there. The colder low and snow staying up here over the northwest Bering Sea, and a few isolated diminishing showers for the western Aleutians. Partly sunny skies in the interior here, and low pressure now continues to weaken in the Gulf of Alaska, and almost all the precipitation will be offshore with that, so a dry day here across south central Alaska. Maybe some flurries there, light snow in the Copper River Basin, eastern Alaska Range area with mostly cloudy skies over the upper Tanana Valley 40-mile country with a risk of a snow shower or two. And this trough right along the southeast coast brings a chance of showers for the outer coastline there. Inside waters should be dry, and the farther east you go, the better chance of maybe seeing some sunshine. And for lows tonight in the 10 to 15 degree range in the Brooks Range, and upper teens and 20s all the way up to the Arctic coast there, with lows in the 30s, staying above freezing again for south central Alaska, especially the Kenai Peninsula, mid-20s in the Copper River Basin, 40s for the southeast coast, 30s out to the west, with freezing temperatures expected around the Pribilof Islands, mid-20s for St. Lawrence Island. Highs for the day on Friday, near 40 for the Pribilofs, lower to mid-40s for the Aleutians, and lower to mid-40s also here for south central Alaska, mid-30s in the Copper River Basin, and 30s here for the Tanana Valley, all the way out to the Seward Peninsula, 15 to 25 for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast, and highs upper 40s northern Panhandle, lower 50s to the south. And for the lows on Saturday morning, upper 30s, lower 40s for the southeast coast, 30 to 35 south central Alaska, 15 to 20 for the Copper River Basin, lower 20s west of the Alaska Range, upper 20s out toward the coastline, mid-20s for St. Lawrence Island, in the teens and 5 to 15, call it, for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast. And looking at the highs for Saturday afternoon, teens and lower 20s there for the Brooks Range northward to the Arctic coast, mostly in the 20s and lower 30s in the central part of the state, and upper 30s to near 40 for south central Alaska, and generally below freezing west of the Alaska Range there until you get out toward the coastline, looking at 30s, upper 30s there, and mostly in the 40s for the Panhandle. And taking a look at the extended temperature outlook, October 29th through November 2nd. Chillier than normal weather expected here for the western half of the state. Otherwise, the remainder of Alaska looking at pretty near normal temperatures extending down toward the southeast coast.